What up, do y'all, man? It's your boy Mike the Chosen, back with another video. Back with another vid, and today we're gonna be talking about thoughts, right? And how a lot of the thoughts that you think are not necessarily yours, and how you shouldn't act on these thoughts, bro. I feel like it was a point in time where I did nothing but act on thoughts, and I just didn't know no better. Simple as that. Simple as that. I didn't know no better. Feel me? Nobody taught me anything. I had to learn the hard way. I had to learn from experience. You get what I'm saying? So when that happened, it's like when I act on thoughts, when I act on things that wasn't necessarily good for me, I didn't have a good outcome. So now when I, get back in a situation like if I'm having a bad thought, or if I'm having a thought I know I shouldn't be doing, say boom, say you got some dudes with you, you know what I'm saying? They talking about robbing niggas and shit. They talking about they see some dude, he got some nice clothes on, some nice shoes. They talking about go rob him. In GTA, of course, but no, I never did. I never participated in any of this. I just want to say this. It's just all for the video, okay? So, say you got some dudes with you. They talking about going to rob a nigga, right? Boom. Your thought instantly like, no, I shouldn't do this. I should not be trying to go rob nobody. I want nobody to rob me. But you still go ahead and do it. It's like thoughts like that you should listen to. But it's another thought. If you come up with the idea, oh, let me go rob this nigga. Let me go do that. Should you listen to that thought? Should you feed into that negative thought? No. It's like stuff that you think is not always your thoughts. You don't always, you know what I'm saying, have control to think about it. It's not like you can't control the thoughts. It's whether or not you let the thoughts control you. You can't control when these thoughts coming in and going, and you can't control none of that. I had to realize that. I'm like, okay, why am I trying to control the thoughts? Why am I trying to control, I don't want to think about this, I don't want to think about this. No. Let it sink in. Okay, you thinking about something like that. You thinking about doing some crazy shit. Let it sink in. Ask yourself, should I be doing this dumbass shit? Should I be trying to go rob a nigga? Should I be trying to go shoot somebody? In GTA? Like, come on. A lot of people, they don't think about that. They just get the thoughts because they're so used to just survival mode, just thinking and doing. Let me do this, let me do this, let me do this, let me do this. No, you gotta slow down sometimes, my nigga. Think before you do shit. I was like this myself. I didn't care. Soon anything pop up to my brain that, good or bad. There is no good or bad, but like, you feel me? Like, shit I know I shouldn't be doing, I just do it. No second guesses, nothing. I'm just doing it. And you can't think like that. You can't operate like that if you want to do anything in this life, bro. I learned that because one day you might get a thought to go kill a nigga in GTA. One day you might get a thought like that. Is you gonna act out that thought? Is you really gonna go ahead and throw your life away for nothing, trying to rob somebody in GTA? Me personally, you got me fucked up. I'm not doing anything to someone else that I wouldn't want done to me. You feel me? Like, you just gotta think about stuff like that and realize that these are not your thoughts. Realize that you see the thoughts coming in. You can feel the thoughts. You can see them. That don't mean you have to act on them. I had to learn that. Just because you feel a thought, just because the thoughts are coming in, just because you're thinking these things, just because all these things are stuck in your head, does not mean you have to act off these emotions, off of these thoughts. Does not mean that. Look at it like a test. Will you let all these distractions, all these thoughts get to you? Will you let it fuck you up? And if you pass the test, you get anything you want, bruh. Seriously. You get anything you want, you pass these tests. You pass these tests long enough, bro, there's nothing that can stop you. Seriously. Think of it like a test, bro. That's how I learned to, okay, this shit. Now when I get like negative thoughts, or now when I get some thoughts, I know I shouldn't be doing some shit I know I shouldn't be doing. I'm like, it's a test. Am I gonna pass this motherfucker? It is. Sometimes it do be getting some thoughts, and this goes into, you know what I'm saying, going crazy, being eating shit. You getting them thoughts, you getting them urges. Them are not yours. What have you been watching? What have you been surrounding yourself with? Excuse me. What have you been surrounding yourself around? Like, what have you been giving your energy to? It's not always your thoughts. Sometimes it's what you're around. Sometimes it's what you're watching. Sometimes it's what you're listening to. It's not always yours. So just go with that too. Go with being your meat too, my nigga. Is you gonna let them thoughts get to you? It's a test. You feel me? You gonna let that lust control you? You gonna let all that control you? You can't, bro. It's a test. Think of it like a test, bro. If you think of it as a game, bro, if you think of it as it's not so serious, it won't be so serious. Seriously. Think of everything like a game, and it got levels. I'm telling you, it's easier. When you think about it like, oh, shit, my life depend on this. If you thinking on every thought like, my life depend on this thought, my life depend on this. If I do this, I know. Relax. Ask yourself, what's the best? Feel me? Because you got two ways, bro. You could go through with it, or you cannot. You could let them thoughts pass. You feel me? You could let them thoughts pass, or you can act on them thoughts. It's all on you. You got a choice. So you can't say, man, I wasn't thinking straight. You had a choice, though. You had a choice at the end of the day to do it or to not do it. I had to learn that. And it's like, once you do it, ain't no going back. Ain't no, oh, I should have never did. No, you did it. If you feel me, you know you weren't supposed to be watching no corn. You know that. It's too late. Feel me? Now you got to take accountability. That's what our part comes. You got to take accountability for your actions. That's the only way you could grow. Accept what you did. Accept everything. Okay, cool. I did that. I let these thoughts control me. I fucked up. All right, boom. Take accountability. Don't down yourself. Don't be like, damn, I hate myself. Ooh, no. Okay, accountability. Move on. Simple as that. That's how easy that shit is, bro. I used to make it so hard. I used to be like, damn, I fucked up. I can't. Oh, I can't fuck. That's how I used to be thinking when I would mess up. I used to be so hard on myself. I used to want myself to be just so perfect. No, bro, you're not going to be perfect. You're going to mess up. You're going to slip up. You're going to let them thoughts sometimes through. Them thoughts are going to control you sometimes. And it's just what it is. It is what it is. You feel me? You're not going to be perfect. But moving on, moving forward, you know better. You're not going to let them thoughts control you. You know you're going to sit down. You know you're going to rush. You're going to analyze them thoughts. Is this the best decision for me? Should I really be doing this? Should I really be giving my energy to this? That's what it's about. All you're doing is learning from your mistakes, bro. And that's what I want this video to be about. Learning from that shit, bro. Learning from, you know what I'm saying, the situation that you was what's in when you let these thoughts control you. Now that you learned your lesson, now that you feel me, you analyze the thoughts, analyze the things that you did, took accountability, move on, let that shit go. Simple. Simple as that, bro. You can't stay in the past. You can't, no. If it happened, it happened. Take accountability. Move on. If you keep, feel me, be like, damn, I fucked up, I did this, and not taking accountability, you're gonna forever be back there. You're gonna forever be stuck in them thoughts. They always gonna keep repeating in your brain because you never got over it. You never took accountability and accepted what you did. You're gonna stay in the past. You're gonna be stuck forever, the rest of your life, if you never take accountability and move on, let that shit go. I realized that. I was in a loop for so long and I didn't even know it. A loop, constantly. Same thoughts going through my head. Same thoughts. Constantly going crazy. Never do I. I wasn't taking accountability. I was staying in the past. I was letting them thoughts get to me. But once you have enough of that, once you... excuse me, my fault. Once you get enough of that, once you feel me, finally decide, man, I'm tired of this shit. I don't want to keep going through this. I don't want to keep being in no cycle. I want to break free. I want to do something. Once you finally get that, you're going to realize this. You're going to realize that all it really takes is accountability and self-love, bro. And you're going to get out that phase. You're going to get out that loop. I promise you. There's nothing you can't do, bro. Simple as that. Don't let the thoughts control you. You control the thoughts. And you want to know how you control the thoughts? Think of your next thought. Think of your next thought. And guess who I got that from? Yes. So Illuminati. My fault. I had to throw that in there. Think of your next thought. If you can't tell me what you're thinking about, how can you control it? What? Y'all heard that? My fault, y'all. I said, how can you control it? I lost train of thought. I lost train of thought. I lost everything. But yeah, man, I'm gonna just sum up the video right there because I don't even know what the last part was, bro. I just lost train of thought. That just threw me all the way off. I don't know, but yeah, man, don't let the thoughts control you. You control the thoughts. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. I don't know where I was going with the last part, but yeah, man, just take accountability, move on, simple as that. And if you feel me, if something good come out, you taking accountability, and something good come out, you take accountability. If it don't, it don't. Simple as that. But all you can do is just keep loving yourself, and you know what I'm saying? Just continue on with your life, bro. Because you don't want to be in a loop forever. You don't want to be doing the same things over and 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 over forever. You don't. Trust me, it's not a good feeling. So yeah, man, I love y'all boys, man. Stay safe out there. You know what I'm saying? Protect yourself. Love yourself. Keep on your seat. Keep going crazy, man. Mike the Chosen. Out.